Jay, you and your team talk a lot about responding to adversity, given that you had lost 2 games in a row, and then also saw that early lead today evaporate. In what ways was this game an example of that?
Yeah, I mean, the past is only relevant if you make it relevant. And we wanted to play with a lot of energy and enthusiasm today. We have some players and pitchers that have a lot of miles on their body and arms early in the season right now. And so I had some concerns about physically where we were, but I'm proud of the team for responding. Again, 9 innings, 27 outs. There's no clock. We really have had one bad offensive game in the last 3 weeks, so with that being said, I had great confidence that we would get back in character today. And we did that. I thought TJ was outstanding for the first 3 innings. I mean, man, you can't get through the lineup one time any better than that. Hit a little speed bump. And, we're very fortunate to have Preston and Ian and Austin, 3 quality pitchers that, on the 4th game of a weekend, we could still go to like that. And they did a great job. So I'm pleased with this win. Like I said, we're kind of disappointed on the weekend as a whole, but I'm pleased with what we did today.
Sure. Speaking of players who have mileage on them, Jacob Blas and Dante Williams are probably your most experienced offensive players. How big a deal is it? How vital is it for them to have the kind of offensive days that they did today?
Yeah, we needed it. I just think it adds a different element to the lineup. I think, when you're looking at Ryan and Brandon, Jacob Berry, certainly, Blake Paul when he's healthy, all of those guys, Daniel Susac, all those guys are threats for extra base hits and for home runs. Dante and Jacob are very balanced attack type players, as I would call them, in terms there's a number of ways they can beat you when they're at their best. And so they make us a dynamic team. And that was really good to see out of both of them today.
Could you make a case that Preston has been your MVP so far this season?
No question about it. I mean, and I don't want to take away anything from anybody else, but yes, no question about it. I don't know what the win-loss is when he's in the game. I just know the leverage of the situations and his reliability to execute and come through has put us on the right side of things. And I really just felt in the 5th inning that we needed to go to him to kind of stem the tide right there, that if we could stop him right there, that was going to be the most critical point in the game. We had a lot of game left, but I felt like we were going to score, and I'm happy that it worked out that way.
Was there anything specific that you guys maybe changed up or you were kind of harping on going into today's game at the plate that you wanted to kind of see, and what were you able to see just from your batters at the plate today?
Yeah, I think, Matt, that's a good question. I think we just wanted to kind of get recommitted to our approach. And I've mentioned this before, the situation can't supersede your plan. I felt like some guys got a little frustrated last night, maybe hitting some balls hard, different style of pitcher than we've seen. And we didn't do a great job with it. So I wanted to kind of get back to ourselves, because sure, we lost the night before, but we did score 9 runs. You know what I mean? So I think it was a no panic or no frustration type deal. We just don't want that frustration to play. And I thought the guys did a good job today. I really do. I mean, you can say what you want, but I thought we got back to being ourselves, which I was very pleased to see. And, Michael had mentioned Dante and Jacob, getting those guys going alongside those other guys that have been hot. I thought there was a lot of positive contributions. I thought it was a team day, which I thought was great. And it gives me great confidence that you might get us a time or two through the order, might get us in a game, but these guys are going to be able to respond in the fashion that is going to give us a chance to be successful.
For a team that's 12-4, you mentioned you'd like to go 16-0, but you guys have faced a decent amount of adversity already. How much does that kind of help you and prepare you for kind of what's to come?
Well, I think when you're in my chair or our chair as coaches and as players at this level of Division I baseball, it's inevitable. I think what I've seen some players on our team handle it in a very mature fashion this year. And sometimes that takes time and learning experience. And that was one of the things I wasn't sure about coming into the year, to be honest with you, just with losing last season. But I'm very pleased with the maturity of the team. There's only a couple times where I feel like we've gotten out of character, and I don't think it's abnormal. at this point in the year, especially with the unique year that it is. I think all those experiences are going to benefit us greatly. And really, I'm really interested in moving forward. Like I said, I feel good about the competition that we've played. I feel how we've been tested is going to help us. I feel like we have a good roadmap of the things that we need to do better and get ourselves prepared. So all of that is very, very valuable.
Jacob, Jay was just saying that he was a little bit concerned about the energy level today, given that, it's yet another 4-game series. You had the late game last night. He wanted to make sure that you guys, played with the requisite amount of enthusiasm today. What was your sense of the energy and enthusiasm that the club had out there?
Good. I think after yesterday's disappointing game, I think we all came out with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder and just wanted to come out and play consistent. I feel like that's kind of our thing right now. I feel like we're a really talented team. We can do a lot of things, but we just got to work on consistency, and that's kind of our main goal. And as far as energy, like having consistent energy, that just provides and makes baseball more fun. And the more fun baseball is, I feel like the better we're going to play as a team.
Sure. You guys have shown several times this season that you can respond to adversity. Was today just kind of another example of that?
Yeah, definitely. I think our team, we want to be able to win any type of game that we're in. And I feel like whether we're down or we're up, I feel like we can always feel like we're in the game, especially with our offense. We have a lot of talented people on our offense, and I feel like no deficit is big enough. So we just got to keep playing like pitch by pitch. And when we're down, just don't panic and just keep doing our bats and get the bat to the next guy.
When you guys have a performance like you did yesterday at the plate, it doesn't happen often for you guys, but how much do you as hitters just take that to heart and really try and put together a game like you had today at the plate?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like baseball is one of those sports we have to bounce back as soon as possible. It's not always going to go perfect, and I feel like our team has done a really good job this year of responding, and we need to make sure we can do that on a consistent basis. But also like take those games and look at them and like try to see what went wrong so it doesn't happen again in the future, so we can just stay ready and stay committed to our process and just be the best offense that we can be.